All right, 8th grade, once you have the sketch of your dragon eye, you have 2 of them, you're going to decide which one you're going to do for your project. And then using a piece of tracing paper, you're going to lay it over top of here, and you're going to just trace the outline of your piece, okay? So I already did that on here, okay? Notice how I just have the outline of my final dragon eye, the overall outline. You don't need to do any more details on the inside, just the overall outline. You'll see why in just a moment, okay? So I'm gonna move this to the side, and then from here, I am going to cut this out, okay? So I'm just gonna cut out on the perimeter. Use those scissors appropriately, all right? Once this is cut out, I'm then going to use it to lay on my clay slab, okay? So you're going to be working on a clay slab. So slab's just a flat piece of clay. Before I lay it on there like that, I wanna make sure I use my rib, okay, the flat side of my rib, and smooth it out, okay? So the goal is just to get that texture to go away before you start tracing. Okay. And if you use your rib, the flat side of it, in multiple directions, very surface level pressure. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on this rib. Should make that go away. Right. From here, I'm going to see how it fits. Fits mostly like this. Let me zoom you guys out just a smidgy. There we go. All right, and then at this point, I'm going to make sure I'm working on a styrofoam tray. I'm going to use my needle tool and cut this out. All right. So remember, when you're using that needle tool, you're using your number needle tool, you're using it appropriately, you're using it on another surface. You're just going to press to the surface of your styrofoam. And this will be your main slab for your dragon eye. Now, in the videos from last time, we spent a whole bunch of time forming the eyeball part, making sure, you know, we created an eyeball that was realistic, whether it was fanciful and imaginative or like human eye, right? You're gonna pop these extra pieces out. These extra pieces will then be wedged together or smushed together and rolled out to become additional clay. But this is the slab here where you're going to measure out your eyeball once it's created. Create the slit, right? I don't have an eyeball to use here. Create the slit, create the very narrow football shape, like so. Okay, and then push that eyeball in from the back so that the top and bottom here are your eyelids, okay? So that's the beginning steps of your dragon eye.